Hey guys, Ryan Meeks with the Escape to Arizona YouTube channel. Thank you once again for tuning in, and I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos that talk about pros and cons of living in Arizona, pros and cons of moving to Arizona. I've done a few of those myself. You can watch those up here. Today's video, I'm just going to tell you guys about some of the not so obvious things about moving to Arizona and some things that just get on my nerves every day. I'm going to tell you about those things here, and so yeah, sit back, strap in, and listen to me complain. So number one, the first thing that really annoys me is, and it's tough to get used to, is that every morning I wake up and I have this dryness in my mouth. I have a dryness in my eyes. I got LASIK like 5-6 years ago, and the air here is so dry that it really just sucks all the moisture out of your eyes, out of your throat as you're sleeping. So one thing I would recommend is to have a glass of water sitting, and in the morning, obviously, get some water, rinse your eyes out, because yeah, it's going to be pretty dry. And I know this because we've gone back to the Midwest and hung out there, and I've noticed when I wake up that that my eyes are fine. I'm not, super dry and all nasally and all that stuff. So that's one thing that you got to get used to. A lot of dust here, and it's just going to be a lot more dry. So that's thing number one. Now, obviously, there's scorpions and other little critters that are really annoying. There's these little roaches and stuff I've talked about in previous videos. They're not like cockroaches, but they're just little roaches that kind of are everywhere. So the one thing that really bothers me here is these little ants that bite you. And they were just recently, I was on my back patio, and they were on the carpets, and you don't really notice until they're biting you that they're even on you, and it doesn't feel good. So that was a really annoying thing the other day. The first way I encountered those is I was actually changing my daughter's diaper years ago, laid her down in the grass, and all of a sudden she starts screaming bloody murder. I look down and she has a bunch of ants on her back, and I had to kind of shoo them off, and then they left these little kind of red pelts. I mean, they weren't bad, but they were just like little red dots after they bit her. So, and they're itchy. It's weird. After they bite you, they itch really bad. So watch out for those little ants. I don't know what they're called. I'll try to look it up and put it at the bottom here, but those are super annoying. So that's the second thing. The third thing are the mosquitoes here. Now, the mosquitoes don't come out until after a good rain in the summer, so that's always a benefit. And actually, there haven't been any. It's mid-November right now, so there haven't really been any mosquitoes that I've seen in the past, I'd say, week. So once the temperature gets down to like a below freezing or around a freezing level, it kind of kills all the mosquitoes. So that's kind of nice. These mosquitoes here are a little bit different than the Midwest. So they're tougher to kill because you go to smack them and they're gone. So they're kind of like flies in that respect, whereas I feel like mosquitoes from the Midwest, you could just smack your arm, you'd kill them, very easy to do. So you almost need a fly swatter to kill these mosquitoes. I'm hitting a dead end here as I'm driving around talking to my camera phone here. So I'm gonna bust a Yui, road ends. Don't know why I turned here. And they're also a little bit thicker, and they're just a little bit of a bigger mosquito. So I almost feel like they're a different species of mosquito. So if you're bored, look that up. Different species of mosquitoes between Arizona, and obviously I used to live in Illinois. So check that out. That's very worrisome to me. My dog's back there sleeping on the seat. Okay, so that's the third thing. The fourth thing that's a little bit annoying and kind of a disappointment overall is the time that the sun sets here. In the summer months, you have good light, I'd say to like 9:30 at night, because obviously the way, the earth is tilted and all that fun stuff. So you get more sun in the summer, and then in the winter, what happens, I feel like the sun is setting at like 5:30. I think right now it might be like 6 o'clock, but look it up. What stinks about that is your kids are outside playing, it's nice out, and then all of a sudden the temperature drops drastically and it gets dark really quick at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. You can't really go outside at that time. I mean, you can go outside, but if you have small kids, you can't have them be out on their own at that time, unless they're in the backyard or something and it's all lit up, because it's obviously dark. Definitely a negative here. And then in the summer, you can stay out till 9, 10 o'clock. Yeah, you have the sun out, but that sun is really hot, and those are the months that you're not going to be taking advantage of as much because it is so hot. You'll be swimming during the day, and then probably at night, maybe staying inside, maybe coming out. I don't know. You're going to be doing what you want to do, but in the summer, the sun is out longer. In the winter, it's not out as long. And I don't think daylight saving times would help that, because if we did fall back or anything, I mean, 5:30 would then be looking at a 4:30 sunset. Something to keep in mind there. That's pretty annoying. What else did I want to tell you guys? One thing I do not like is that, well, I kind of like it and I kind of don't like it, but you have this vision of your kids going to school, walking together and backpacking together and, you know, hopefully just going to school. But you have this vision that the whole neighborhood is going to be walking together and, you know, going to their grade school. Here, we have open enrollment, as I'm sure you probably researched and learned. So a lot of our kids in the neighborhoods go to different schools. That being said, my kids now even go to a different school just because of the whole COVID thing, masks, etc. But the kids don't all walk to school together because they go to different schools. So that's really disappointing. And you know, you find a few of the kids, I guess, in the neighborhood that go to school at the local elementary school, and then you have them walk with them maybe, or you know, they just bike to school on their own. If you're a family, you got a few different siblings, they can go together. Otherwise, you can walk them to school if they're a little bit too young. But I really wish that, you know, all the kids just kind of went to one school, and it is a pro and a con. It's nice that they have school choice here, but it's also a negative because you don't have all the kids walking to school together. And finally, this is a con, I guess. It's something that, I don't know if you'd consider it a con, but you really have to put yourself out there. You have to be social here. Really get involved in these moms groups. There's a few dads groups, whether it's on Facebook or somewhere else, and just let people know that you have a family, you're here to make friends, and you're here to meet people and obviously live a great life. So put yourself out there. And I guess I'm saying this as a con because everybody who moves here, it seems like there's very few natives. Everybody moves here from somewhere else, and you really just have to work harder to make friends because you're not going to have those friends that you grew up with. Now, in our situation, when we moved from Illinois, a lot of the people that we did grow up with were kind of doing their own things. They had their own families, obviously. They moved away from where we lived. So that's what prompted us to move here, is the fact that, number one, well, taxes. Number two, you couldn't really hang out with those people that often. And then number three, the weather was not really conducive for hanging out randomly. So the thing I love about Arizona is that you can pretty much go out any weekend. You know what the weather's going to be like. You don't have to pre-plan everything. You don't get rainouts or anything like that. I mean, occasionally that's going to happen. You might get a dust storm here and there. But for the most part, yeah, it's really easy to plan a play date, stick to the play date, and go meet somebody. Whereas in Illinois and other parts of the country, it is very, very difficult to actually have a plan stick. And especially if your friends have moved away, very difficult to create those play dates. Hope you enjoyed.